competitor will do just that. We'll have to see how the 4-position Ember Spirit does work out for them, but I think that overall, as Spat Rider, you're playing a Death Prophet with no saves. That just makes a hero like the Spat Rider core
scary,
really effective, really scary.
Yeah. I will say Murdoch has done a good job, right? Because I think we all agree Leo Style is probably one of the best mids in South America, probably top 3.
Yep.
And Murdoch did a very good job of keeping up in a matchup where you don't really have the most base damage last game, and he did well. This will be another test, because this, is it that bad? It sounded like they thought Bat Rider versus DP is very bad. Is Spirit Siphon not good in this case, where it's always going to be attached because he's always on you?
I mean, I think it can definitely help him, and I think his Yule's timing is going to be really important. But I think from an overall game sense, it's just it's hard to play Death Prophet with no saves when you have that kind of direct initiation. Yeah. So FURIA is going to have to do like a lot of frontlining for him. Their positioning is going to be really important, especially Sexy Fat. And where he's going to be playing on the map. And RDO, I think, almost has to be a little bit more selfless in how he jumps in and creates chaos as a Riki. Most Rikis want somebody else to be able to go in for you so you can just slip into that backline with Blink Strike, smoke screen them, quickly kill a support before moving on with your tricks of the trade. But I think in this game, in order to help the Death Prophet have a better team fight, you need to be opening things up for him.
Gotcha. And then one other question. This Ember Spirit, you just harass with Sleight of Fist as a 4? Is that what you do? You just throw it out on them? Or, well, like, how do you play this?
I've seen some effective uses of Flame Guard, depending on the matchup. Like, if they don't have a way to be able to burn through the Flame Guard, then you can just kind of, like, pop it and run at people. Especially certain 5 positions. But here, it's mostly going to be Sleight of Fist, right? Because he doesn't, he's matching up against Dual Breath. So I would imagine... I don't know, maybe some sort of like 2-1-1 build or something like that.
We'll see. In the bottom lane, we see the tree already just spamming out some abilities. What do we think about this hero, by the way? As they said, we haven't seen it in a while. This hero gets changed, it feels like every 3 months, but it's been the same for a little bit now with that Nature's Grasp. Why aren't we... What's going on with this hero, I guess? Not even why we're not seeing it as much, but, like, is he just... What does he do bad?
I think that his laning phase, like, he needs to dominate the laning phase, and it's harder and harder as people have figured out, like, certain things, like, okay, just come to the lane with Quelling Blade. It is a great example of just being able to do a lot. The natural Stout Shield change for melee heroes, I think makes Treant Protector... a little less effective because his like a harassment damage and bonking you. He wants to be able to bonk you enough that you're forced out of the lane.
We'll see jump forward. And we've been hearing a lot of this. Riki has been getting a lot of praise. Usually it's because, it depends who the supporting cast is. Is the Jakiro Riki lane that scary? It's not like a Grimstroke, obviously, but it feels like the Riki will farm. Maybe just not get as many kills this lane.
I think the bigger problem is that this core Nature's Prophet isn't going to be having the same effect he would normally want to have against these cores. Like, you want to harass them routinely, and you want to be able to push the support back. But Jakiro's one of the best laners in the game right now, and Riki does have high armor mixed with high regen. So I'm not convinced they're going to be able to ever, like, force RDO out. A lot of times, Duster and RDO should just be able to fight back.
Matthew takes a lot of damage, and then bottom lane as well. Heiko does a good job. MJZ, he tried to get the pull off, but the Rubik just standing there says nope, and then he gets the pull on his full creep wave, almost 2 ranged creeps. So a really big shift in this bottom lane because of that blocked pull. Well done by the Rubik.
Great team to get the pull off too, because Sexy Fat had popped his 13 retaliate stacks, so the Slark could not afford to brave forward and try and collect that creep wave. He would have taken too much damage.
You just see MJZ popping the Rubik, but it's boots versus no boots. He'll just run away, fly away. And middle, Murdoch, Leo Style, they're going at it right now. And Leo Style actually does get the kill, and that's what we saw. Well, that's the trade. Oh, but the Rubik's here. Do we have a blast? We do, and a lift. This should be a kill. He hasn't used his ability. He's going to bottle up Heiko. You just got to cast the abilities earlier. He's bottling up again. And possibly a missed kill there. Maybe he wouldn't either way. Also, Rubik's chicken. Hello. And uh-oh, is he?
And he is
I think he one more tick.
maybe die? No.
He's good. But okay. A tad bit of a mistake. Looked like this Rubik might have just gotten a quick level 3 and be happy, but good job by Leostyle just pulling back, not running straight back, goes at an angle, and he isn't able to get that short lift up. Slark. The Kataro Slark. Level 3 currently. But yeah, we saw it. The Batrider versus DP, it did happen. Like, they just squared up on each other, and they both end up with like 100 HP. But when you have 6 to 7 sticky napalm charges, it hurts. And once again, just running at him, he'll
Sexy
TP out.
Fat in bottom lane might actually die here. He dropped really low.
He's sitting in it. Oh my god, he was sitting in that Nature's Grasp a little bit more, but healing salves it back up.
And now he's like, they went on the Centaur, didn't manage to kill him. That means Centaur, with that healing salve, he just takes over the lane now. Because he's got his retaliate stacks.
Duster will go down, but RDO, 2 more attacks isn't enough. He has a Fairy Fire as well. Now RDO, he's going to get turned on. Nice body blocks by Matthew. Tricks of the trades out, and he'll be fine for now. The Slark forced to pounce away as well. Ton of action in both dual lanes and the solo lane. A lot different from last game's lane phase. All the action came like mid-game. This game, it's all happening in the laning phase.
Yeah, they're fighting so much top that Riki and Furion are both really low in CS.
Yep. Damn. 12 denies by Frank, though. There is going to be the fight for the 5-minute runes. A throwback on the tree. They'll just hit him a few times and pick it up.
All right, Frank stuck around too long. He could have just teleported home and gotten the full heal and TP'd back in.
Instead, just dies.
Yeah,
Gives RDO some well-needed farm.
That trade-off is well worth it now. Essentially, you traded a 5 position for the 3. Great.
Now the Riki double Wraith, man, so tanky. And a full level above. So, Leostyle, what do you want to see? Do you just go the casual Windlace into bots, or do you do something different with the mid Batrider now?
I do think you need the bots.
Okay.
It'll be nice to combo with the Furion and have presence all over the map if they can actually burn him down fast enough. The Spirit Siphon, though, saving Murdoch. He got it off just before he got lassoed.
And you see it is definitely a tick for tat trade there. You get the Sticky and Firefly, and he gets the Spirit Siphon and the Ghost. You're not getting that kill. Now they might be able to even pressure this tower a little bit. It's a siege unit push. Well timed by Murdoch.
He just needs the backup of support, so I like the fact that Heiko is rotated into the mid lane.
Matthew here as well, but invis from the Rubik.
And he's barely in the sentry range.
Is it?
I think so.
Because it's technically a little too late. He has an invisor, so maybe he doesn't just want to kill it, but he pinged it. He saw it at least play. I think he can kill it. You're right. I never know with those Searles, you know,
yeah,
with the terrain, who knows. Yeah. It looks like he's going to kill it, though, maybe. I'm not. Yeah, there it is.
Go. Wants to make sure that Leostyle was distracted enough. He couldn't go for the deny on the ward.
It looks like bottom. They are looking for a gank here, but Sexy Fat Man. By the way, probably the MVP of game number 1. He had some great initiations, his bulwark, and right there, he just avoids a 3-man gank, and they don't even really have a ward there. That's the Radiant ward that's down there.
Yeah, being able to survive through that kill earlier and then come back in the lane with the healing salve was a really big part in his lane. Hasn't been able to stop the Slark from CSing, and that's not too surprising with the really big lane winner like Train Protector.
And he's getting his own, so at this point, trade for trade, you know, it's like, it's kind of like last game. It's like, you know what, Kataro, you can have your farm. You have to beat us. No one else, you have to do it.
Yeah, sometimes Centaur can really pressure a Slark before he gets level 6, but Train Protector is strong enough of the support.
Sexy Fat. Ooh, and the Fade Bolt actually only ends up hitting on the tree, so everyone else doing full damage. The Slark doesn't get stunned by Sexy Fat, who cancels it, as you said. And he will stay alive. And they avoid that 4-man gank. So Matthew, it looks like he is doing that 4-4-0. I think Blitz was talking about. No points in the Flame Guard yet. Royal Jelly found by Murdoch. It is less than 1,000 gold lead right now for Thunder Predator. It looks like it's coming off the back of pretty much everything's even right now, it feels like. DP actually a little ahead of the Batrider, 300 net worth.
So we've got our next Exorcism up, and Furia, I would like to see a rotation from the supports where they pressure the mid tower again with Exorcism.
We'll see. It looks the other way around, or maybe not. Everyone's caught middle. Frank was here as well. There's going to be an ulti pop by Sexy Fat. They get a lockdown on one. Murdoch standing still, but he's got his ghost out. Now they're nuking one, nuking two. Murdoch just chasing forward. Matthews already did. There's going to be the lift. Oh, the Firefly doing a ton of damage. Leo Style says, I'm going to get this kill, but he can't, even with that haste rune. And everyone's so low on FURIA, but no one actually goes down. Only Matthew for the side of Thunder Predator dying.
Yeah, and if you're Thunder Predator, it's not that big of a deal because you forced out Exorcism without losing any tower damage. Like, all they got was a 4 position for that. It's not too bad. You would like these lassos to be a bit more successful, though. Yeah. Both teams, I think there's a strong focus on this mid lane, though, right?
You can tell, yeah.
It's just Leo Styles going to be farming most likely until he gets his boots of travel before he starts moving around the map. And Death Prophet, you don't want to leave this lane and go and use Exorcism elsewhere if you can take mid tower instead. It's like mid tower is way more important in that regard.
We'll see top lane, the only one that's been a little bit more quiet. RDO, he is farming up now, 700 gold ahead of the Nature's Prophet in his lane. So having a decent time. Triple Wraith Band with the Band of Elven Skin. He does some damage now.
Yeah, you've reached one of the peaks of the Riki. The biggest one is when he gets Diffusal Blade, obviously. Mid lane looks like Duster's going to go down here.
More than likely, yeah. Murdoch, you know, showing signs like maybe I'll help him, but they don't bite and they just finish him off. But yeah, now you got the full treads on Ricky, and he's going to be level 7. He's a threat by himself now.
Yeah, as a laner, it's really tough to go into that situation because the Riki hits so hard every blink strike with this just pure stat buildup he has.
Yeah. And a good job there by Frank. Gets the outpost. I know the first outpost isn't the biggest deal, but hey, 150 experience for everyone. Denying it from the other side, always good. Never bad to have the outposts.
FURIA are going to have that constant problem of just lanes being pushed in.
Oh my goodness, bottom lane. Kataro, he just pops the stick to get enough mana to ulti, but he's getting body blocked. Now he's in a lot of trouble. Do we have any more disables? No, just right clicks and he makes it out. Oh, tree armor placed as well.
They got the lasso onto Murdoch. They're going to be able to pull him back into the tier 1 tower. With Matthew joining here, they should be able to, with the chains, bring him down.
There we go. They needed that one. There's the tip file. I don't know about that one. It's been a pretty good even mid lane, but you know, you got to get into their head. Top lane will get Glyph, siege unit there, but RDO, he blink strikes forward. Here's going to be Duster as well. We have 1 point in the ice path. Just going to throw the dual breath out first. He wants to zone him out, and you can get a pretty good straight line, but he hasn't thrown it out quite yet. There's the angle. Will hit him. Blink strike forward. Matthew locks both of them down. Do we have another blink strike? We do. He jumps, and that'll be the kill on Frank.
Duster, part of the reason he didn't want to use the ice path is they only have 1 stun. Right? So as soon as he uses it, if Urion's high enough HP, he'll just TP out. So.
And they get the deny. That's huge. And they get all the way back to deny that team gold. Oh my goodness, Matthew! That was a triple remnant. You didn't hit any of them. They will get Duster, but whoa, he really wanted to go. Murdoch, meanwhile, just farming the jungle, finds an arcane ring and pops it immediately. Bottom pushed in. You do have that tree, though, so this tower is a lot harder. Usually the Centaur, I'm sure, was like, I already had this tower down, but slowly getting healed up.
Yeah, normally with Centaur, one of the great things about Centaur is that you kind of play away from him if he has a strong enough laning phase, and if you draw attention away from his lane, he will take a tower single-handedly, right? Because between Retaliate tanking the tower and then activating it to be able to beat on it, he takes the tower really quickly. Treant Protector offsets that advantage, though.
How do you feel? Yeah.
So, like, with Living Armor, Sexy Fat isn't going to be able to just chip away, and then eventually take it by himself. They have to do that full commitment with the Exorcism, take a team fight, win it, in order to claim any objective on the map.
Yeah. It feels like the new Living Armor, it's been changed for all, it's actually really, it's better at defending early towers, right? Since it just gives it raw armor. Like, armor is very, very good in the early game.
Yeah. Especially on towers, because they have
19 armor.
Different. Are they still a different armor type as well?
It's a good question.
They should, right? Like siege towers do more to, or siege wagons do more to towers. Yeah, they do. So
they must. And well, as we talk about it, look at that tower, getting close to fully healed, but middle, they want Murdoch, and you got to be careful, right? Because if this Ember does get that chains on you, and Leo Style just flies in, he might be pulling you back up his hill, especially with those bots now.
And they just don't have the clear sense of initiation onto a tower,
Oh,
whereas
well
Leo style can
played.
just run up on anybody,
Yeah.
lasso them. They have the Wrath of Nature that can come in, as well as the teleport from Frank.
And now, because he's here, as you said, +1 for that tower, top lane. It is going to be Katara. So it feels like Thunder Predator just playing the map kind of a lot better than the last game. And just standard. You know, everyone's on one side, your carry's on the other side just farming. But surprisingly, that Ricky's still up top. And he's one of those carries. He doesn't really mind being in the quote-unquote scarier lane, even though it's not that scary this game, I guess.
I think because that tower was getting low, and you saw the way that Centaur wanted to pressure it, I think Sexy Fat should have called for Murdoch. They should have made a rotation with Heiko down to the bottom lane, pop the Exorcism, and commit to taking a fight and taking that tower, and just let Jakiro push out the mid lane.
Oh, Frank takes a lot of damage, but TP's out, and Kataro, he actually has a Diffusal Blade flying out and another double damage. He was the king of DDs on his TB last game.
Because if they don't hurry up and commit to some towers, like eventually Furion's just going to chip away enough to a point where he's claimed all of your tier 1s and you haven't taken anything yourself.
Because the tree is just, yeah, it's you just got to commit.
Yeah,
as
you
said.
got to make these bigger moves.
Oh, middle lane. There's going to be the Ice Path and the Macro Power. Looks like, as you said, they're just, this middle tower is important. You're just blowing all your abilities so you keep it alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, and this is like one of the great things about Jakiro. Jakiro and Winter Wyvern, they're like 2 5 positions that are able to defend towers because they have these really big nukes from a very long range. So they're just able to throw it out. If you have a 5 position that can defend your tower, as a mid, you don't need to keep returning to this lane. Yeah. But Murdoch continues to do so. He's been focusing a lot more on farming neutral creeps, which I kind of understand just because his Yules is so important in this game.
Yeah.
But I feel that if you activate your lineup to go take these towers, then you're not just getting more farm for yourself, but also you're going to bring RDO. His timing is going to be faster. He's going to get that Diffusal Blade faster. He'll be able to come online and help you guys.
Oh, and there's the triple remnant again, but this time they connect with all 3, and Kataro, he'll scoop up his first permanent agility, and that's a nice pickup. Now middle lane, they know you got to be careful you're defending his middle tower. You know 2 heroes are behind you in that jungle. Leo Style actually gets the kill bottom, and now Furia, because they're trying to defend multiple towers at once, they're kind of bleeding out everywhere, and middle, once more, nice stun from the jungle side. Can they just bring him down because they stunned? He didn't get the dark back up. No. Welcome to living armor, my friends. And he turns it around. Give me another permanent agility. Thank you. Will they chase for more? They know everyone's still dead. This is a crumble and a half. Double chains from Matthew. Murdoch will pop his ulti and they want to turn it. It's a Spirit Siphon. Can they chase them down? Maybe MJZ, but a nice pushback and a tree block. It looks like Frank's going to die, but he saves the rest of his team there. And they get the middle tower as well. The Radiant brings it down, so.
I'm not sure saving MJZ's life is exactly worth it, but I appreciate the sentiment from Frank.
Same. Well, hey, I mean, you look at the net worth. He's the lowest of the core, and if the tree's alive, it means one of your armor's getting healed, or one of your towers getting healed.
Yeah, I mean, he's got maxed out living armor, so keeping him alive is definitely value.
But yeah, I agree. You probably don't want to save your 5, but he's thankful either way.
I just think that Furia is playing too defensively and too on their side of the map, and that just naturally it's going to lead to opportunities where they play like this. Thunder Predator is going to look for a kill. Maybe they get it. If they do, then that's another tower that falls.
And it might still be another tower just because he's so low at bottom lane.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're still looking. Oh, my goodness. Is he going to jump forward? There's the Diffusal Blade. Pops the Dark Peg. But he actually sprouts himself in, and it might be enough to save him with the bowl as well. Played from the Rubik.
Oh,
no! Chunks him with the shrapnel there. Hits him in the booty, and now you might just lose. They're not going to lose 1 tower, Cat. They're losing a tier 2 bottom now.
Yeah, they have to, at this point, wait for Sexy Fat to get his Blink Dagger. Initiation was always a big problem for them, for sure, but
he will have it in one more creep. We'll see. It is 18 minutes by then, and you feel like you're falling a little bit behind. Only a 1K lead. Yep.
Yeah, a 1K gold lead when you have a 3-tower advantage. It's very deceptive, right? So if Furia get this Blink Dagger and they win 1 team fight, then the game, that net worth graph will sharply turn around.
Yeah. Especially if they get 1 tower. It feels like once they get that 1 tower, it'll crack everything else open, but MJZ's done a good job of keeping all the towers up. Into the jungle, Thunder Predator goes Murdoch, a DC. So where do you just want Thunder Predator to keep playing like this, just in their jungle, in their face with Frank pushing somewhere else?
Yeah, certainly. It's Furion, the hero's a little weird because what he does as a core is he pushes in all these lanes for you and makes it so that you are able to play off map on heroes like Slark and Batrider, right? So he does that, which sounds like a great advantage, but he brings not a whole lot to team fights. Wrath of Nature, I think, is still underrated in just how much damage it does. Ever since they amped it up so it does less damage initially, but the percentage per bounce was increased. The damage is very deceptive now. If you get some of those later bounces, it hurts really badly. But he doesn't provide any disables. He doesn't typically have like this overwhelming amount of teamfight items like these heroes like Underlord and Centaur have. So, like, what do you really do for your team? So Thunder Predator need to continue to play in the face of Furia, look for pickoffs like they have been on this Riki, but still beware of when Furia activates their team fight. They just got to get out. You know, cut some losses. You know, if like Matthew dies or they catch the Treant Protector, like no big deal. Just keep playing in their face, force them to use Exorcism on their side of the map. As long as you're holding the map control, like you have a very high chance of winning this game. Slark can efficiently play in their jungle while still joining you for these ganks. Whereas Furia is very often just going to feel like they have to be grouped up as 5 because they're afraid of the Batrider pickoffs, because they're afraid of the Slark's ganking potential.
And it looks like middle lane, we're about to have some action. Smoked up with the Blink Dagger. The thing is, Leostyle has already started flying away. And with the Boots of Trail Firefly, is he already, if he doesn't turn around, he's gone, right?
Yeah.
But if he does turn around, he's dead. We'll see, the 50-50.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Sexy Fat like makes a really sick read and he stampedes and blinks right before he runs into the fire.
Let's see. Let's see. I mean, he's so fat. Leo style, 521 movement speed. He's gone. They're on uphill. Matthew, yo, what up? And he's gone. Just buying time as Matthew's like, yo, there's 4 heroes smoked here. Y'all can do stuff elsewhere.
Yeah, it would have felt great. It feels bad already if you're Furia running into a 4 position for a smoke, but it feels even worse when that support is elusive enough to be able to get out.
You don't even get the little bit of a charity kill there.
Yeah, exactly. So now they're just going to have to set up for bounty runes, hope they find an engagement off of it.
And here we go. We're going to have to blink forward. They still can't get Matthew again. Oh, my goodness.
That is one of the most obnoxious chat wheel line spams. Prepare for a lesson.
I mean, he did just teach him.
Yeah.
You can't
kill
kill
him. Him all right, Grant. He schooled him.
All right. Oh, we've got some damage already being done to that tier 3 bottom is Frank. Already doing his job. Pupil's Gift. Dude, Nature's Proud's like the perfect one, right? As long as you're not a strength hero, you want it. And he's one of the few int heroes who loves attack speed, right?
Yeah.
It's all good. As we see initiation, they finally get it. Matthew, you pressed your luck twice. Third time, probably not going to make it out. Murdoch treads Ewell's plus 2K. What do you want to see the DP go next? Is there anything? So do you need a Blink Dagger? Do you need a BKB this game? Or do you need like a Shiva's or something?
You might need a BKB this game. Earlier. I think they, like, the pipe will definitely help for sure from Sexy Fat, but I'm not convinced it's going to be enough.
Yeah. And you just see the keep away. We're seeing Frank has permanently been bottom on Nature's Prophet, and MJZ has just been Nature's grasping top lane, keeping him both lanes just pushed in the whole time. And we see Furia's just kind of 4 to 5 mannings. They can't do anything about this.
They're going to build up a net worth advantage with this constant split pushing because, again, Furia is going to feel compelled to stay grouped up because Thunder Predator does have really good pickoff potential. But still, like, you have Treant Protector and Furion who both want to play the side lanes and don't want to join in the team fight. So Furia can find a way to force a initiation onto the Batrider or the Slark. Very likely they will get that kill and just run that lane over. it's gonna take like a pretty healthy net worth advantage for Thunder Predator to feel good about a 5-on-5. They got another one, Murdoch. He's gonna be pulled back in. Double Spirit Siphon though.
Has the Yules, and he will survive. In comes the Rubik, level 4 lift. Long range, but not long enough.
And he's going to keep that Fire Remnant steal
top.
as well.
RDO, they pop the ulti to try to save him. Leo style, though, he moves pretty damn quick. There's going to be the tree armor as well, so RDO can't kill him. Bottom lane, are they going for Frank? No, he's already gone. Top, RDO trying to run Blink Strikes uphill. And even though, 10 to 5 at 21 minutes, but it has been action-packed. A ton of survivable heroes managing to get out barely.
Small play by Frank, but an important one. He puts the Treants to attack the Centaur, preventing his Blink Dagger from being up, and therefore there was no stun to stop him from teleporting away.
Oh. Do you think about switching it up if... No, oh, Frank did switch it up. He didn't go. I was wondering. He was saving up like 3K gold. He went for a Solar Crest. He bought it straight up, no pipe. This boy is farmed.
Yeah, that's a good way to be able to offset the team fight advantage that FURIA has. If you can get an Aegis on a Slark, then you'll just be able to finally maybe take some fights around these tier 2s.
Yeah. Frank already back bottom. So annoying on that hero.
It gets harder and harder for your split push game. Like if you just look at the way the map's laid out, right? It's easy to take the tier 1s with split pushing, right? Because the map is very big. But as you hem them in, it's easier for FURIA to stay 5-man. So that's why they need an Aegis to be able to take the next round of objectives.
And they're just going to go in for the Roche themselves. But on the back line, he's already found him on Matthew. They want to chase one down, but they can't get the Slark. He is Solar Crested and Tree Armor. He is sitting at 40 armor at 22 minutes. MJZ, he finds 5 with the ulti. Is enough. They want to get a pull away on Centaur, but a nice Yule's coming out from the Death Run. Duster will be the next one to go down. And ooh, can they bring down this Slark? He does get silenced without Dark Peg. He has the armor. No, he goes down. It's a 3-for-1. What a play by Murdoch, getting that Yules off because he wasn't the target of the lasso.
Yeah, why did Leo Style go and lasso the Centaur out of all the heroes, right?
He just wanted, it seemed like it was a crazy fight. Maybe just, I got to grab someone. And Murdoch was ready for it. And they get the Roche. Yeah, we see it here. It looked like Matthew, he sees him in the Roche. He scouts him out, but the Ice Path hits 3. And I think Kataro, we see him get Duster, but Murdoch just carried the fight with the Yules as well as the Silence here.
Yeah.
After the Dark Pact. Well played there by Murdoch. And he's almost going to be level 18 after this fight because of it. And that's a lot of gold. Sexy Fat got 633. Murdoch got 300. We're rich on FURIA now.
Yeah, this is why I kept on wanting to reiterate the fact that FURIA does have better team fight, because it feels like Thunder Predators just working them, right?
Yeah.
It's like they're getting pickoffs here, they're pushing in all the lanes, FURIA look helpless, but the truth is part of the reason they're playing the way they are, Thunder Predator, and like split pushing and only getting pickoffs, they can't take 5-on-5s. It's very difficult to anyway. They need like a really big net worth advantage, one that they did not have. They only had like a 4K advantage or something like that before that fight. Now it's dwindled to only 1K.
And yeah, you're getting scared because this Rubik actually has a Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, you see there, the hill went up because of the split push. The hill goes down and the mountain goes down on EXP because of that Roche fight. And Death Prophet is level 18 now. Level 3 Exorcism almost ready to go. That is scary. It looks like going for the Heaven's Halberd next. Obviously very good against Slark.
I'm surprised RDO isn't going for the Battle Fury immediately after a Diffusal. Instead, he's going Manta because of the Train Protector. He wants something to get out of Overgrowth. I can dig it, but at the same time, they have Furion problems. So if they have more heroes to deal with that, it'd be great.
Are they going to be able to get him? Yes, they do. He Dark Packs off 2 spells, but when there's 4 spells coming one after another, you're not going to get them all.
Yeah, even Heiko being able to land the pounce at the end, wasn't needed, wasn't necessary, but it's a nice play when you are Rubik against Slark.
And finally, you see the tree armor on middle. Will they finally be able to pierce it, though?
And now, like, once you have started to win team fights and take towers, that net worth just dramatically falls, right? Because the enemy had a lead, so those kills were...
Yo style? Sorry, but I believe he's just dead.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not the move speed of this hero. He is soaring on him right now with that move speed. Do we have another Blink Strike? Not for 2 seconds. I think he might be gone. Wow, with the haste rune, 550 move speed, he's gone. Ooh, that could have been like just a you would feel really bad at that point if you're Thunder Predator. Luckily, they get out of it for now.
That's a little space. The solar-crested Siege Wagon is currently doing some work on the Tier 2 top.
Just get all those towers around the base. Make them kind of play in their base. But FURIA, they haven't done that. They're still outside. They are strong.
Heaven's Halberd build for the Centaur to help him kite that Slark. That is the one nice thing, is that they just have to focus on the Slark's damage for a lot of the time. Because Death Prophet, when it comes to like the overall damage over time, Death Prophet will win at this point, right? Exorcism and Spirit Siphon just does more than Firefly could possibly hope to do.
Oh. Will be Matthew. Goodbye. If someone gets on top of you and stuns you, you're going to get smoke screened and you're not getting away. But bottom lane,
keep an eye behind you. Always keep an eye on those side lanes.
Yeah, look at that. They have almost killed that Tier 3 solar-crested Siege unit again. Will it ever miss?
It's not the same, but as what it once was. But they really need a boots of travel.
Yeah, because they're struggling. Yeah, they're solar crest armoring at still bottom, and that boy's a beast. Finally goes down there, initiating on top lane. Going for the TP out with the ult. See the ice path point.
He could have thrown it a little bit sooner.
Oh,
the
that
ice
hurts.
path stretches a little bit farther than where you click it.
Yeah.
So you can click it a little bit in front of where you're hoping it to land, and that might have made the difference. He might have been able to catch him.
And Murdoch even gives him the tip. You don't often see, tips between South America. You see them tipping each other when they get killed, but not their own teammates.
Yeah.
He's like, dog,
big
come on.
fans of the offensive tips, for sure.
Ooh, and they are playing aggressively. There is going to be a lasso all the way in the base. The Rubik's like, what the hell are you doing here? He can't even get out because another good steal. This Rubik has stolen all the right spells this game.
Backdoor protection back up, so the FURIA don't even have to leave this push that they've got going on. Exorcism is up. I wonder if they're thinking about trying to force the high ground. Murdoch's actually going to be going for a Heaven's Halberd as well as Sexy Fat.
Yeah. They don't want, they're just like, it's Slark, it's the Kataro show. We're not going to let you do it, though.
I appreciate that they are going to go high ground here and force Thunder Predator back, and they might even be able to just win the team fight and crack this game wide open. If they win the team fight, they take Tier 3, probably melee barracks as well, or force some buybacks.
They're pinging it.
Yeah. There is 3 heroes with buyback available right now on Thunder Predator.
Ooh. Gotta be careful as you see it. This is some strange positioning from the Radiant. As you see, they're like, wait, are we going to have to defend? One TP's back. Kataro pushing in middle. Maybe he'll go for that Tier 2, knowing this tower might already be gone. Looks like he wants to. But this is scary. Just losing a Tier 3, even with that tree armor. They get the glyph. Give me some of that.
They're really just going to trade off a repair kit in the bottom lane. It's keeping the Tier 3 alive. That is going to force Kataro as well as Frank to commit to this tower. They don't want to let it heal up.
This is strange. There's a fight. Matthew is going to be the next one to go down because he gets silenced. He does have a buyback. He will pop it. Tree has a buyback. Does he pop it as well? It's going to be a full set of racks, at least top for FURIA. Bottom lane, they're going to get a ranged barracks. So a full set of racks for a ranged barracks. Honestly, for Thunder Predator, it's not the greatest trade, but you get something. They're going to try to run away. Can they get RDO? Nice defusal. Inhibits him up. There's going to be a trap. Murdoch just TPs. The lasso, 10-second cooldown. They can't get him, but Sexy Fat, blinking 3. Nope, it will get canceled. Throws out the stun. You will be going down. Yes, sir. Matthew with that buyback will be able to lock him down. And once again, Sexy Fat is just a tank.
Yeah, he really is, but the tank plays against him a little bit when it just allows the Slark to build up a bunch of Essence Shift charges. He's going to have BKB soon. I think at that point in time, Thunder Predator will be more willing to defend pushes against this Death Prophet. Feel a lot better about their team fight. Same goes with Leo Style. That's his next item as well. BKB is the team fight item, man.
It is.
So they know they have to shore up on that. That's why they're willing to try and make the exchange of barracks for barracks. Unfortunately, they didn't know about that Tier 3 item.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
All of a sudden, Dire had their own Dream Protector.
A better one.
A much better version of it.
And Duster. He's got a 4-staff, so he's been getting a lot more farm. I noticed that when I first watched Duster play, I think everyone did, right? When he was like starting on paint, the dude was a position 9, right? Like he never got farm, and he was super young. And then, you know, after the whole paint thing, he did get kicked, and you know, he said, "I'm going to make my own team," and he's kind of built this team up with him because it's not like he was that big of a veteran, right?
Wait, hold up. Did they steal a repair kit from Thunder Predator as well? Oh, they did. They got 2 repair kits.
Oh my goodness. I wonder where that happened.
Oh my God, that kills a Furion strategy.
Where did they steal it from? It had to be like a Firefly jungle kill probably. And top lane, they're going to find one. MJZ, it is just your tramp, but a kill is a kill at this point, especially when you're defending your tower. MJZ is not dead yet, though.
Yeah, guys, don't just assume that the Treant Protector is dead. He is a wily one.
He is, and the dust was off in about 3 seconds there. They will end up getting him. Middle lane, they want to initiate, but they know it's an illusion. Pops it.
Part of the reason that the cores just kind of leave there is...
Oh, they do get the last one. BKB is going to get popped by him. BKB's popped by everyone. The ghosts are going to fly out their physical damage, so you have to be careful. Kataro's just pounding into Murdoch. Sexy Fat trapped in, does have the Quelling Blade, eats it out, but will stop. And they don't want to push forward anymore. They are, yeah. Even Murdoch's like, I'm BKB'd with ghosts, but I don't even want to run up that hill.
Dude, that was great. I don't think they should push their luck too much while the Exorcism is up. They killed the Riki, and they forced out BKB Exorcism. That's a great fight for Thunder Predator.
A big fight for them, and they actually, I like it. They run straight to Roche, but it is not up. It is a late spawn. 2 more minutes for it.
So we can see the win condition for Thunder Predator and how they can approach fights and how they should for the rest of the time being. It's just get that initiation onto the Riki, kill him really quickly, and then they still have all this mobility on their heroes, the Bat Rider and Slark, that they can very easily run away from the Exorcism and kite it.
Oh my goodness, and I forgot, they also have a Rubik, so you have living armor and repair kit with the steal from the Rubik. All of a sudden, as you said, Frank is very farmed, but Frank doesn't feel as effective now.
Yeah, the Furion is die. He hates his life right now.
He's like, man, I'm owned. I should have gone Daedalus Shadowblade. What am I doing? We'll see who wants to make the next move. It feels like everyone is kind of positioning around Roche already. Everyone knows it could be up and when the latest time is, so I think this top side of the map probably going to be where both teams are going to play around. Take back that outpost.
The RDO is going to be particularly important to kill, especially very soon when he gets his level 20 talent. Either backstab multiplier, which I've seen a lot of people take now. I think it's been the preferred talent. But even if you take the other one, the 600 blink cast range, that just means you can't get away from that hero.
1,500 quick.
Either way, it's like a significant power increase.
They blink forward. They're going to find Leo Style. He gets bashed immediately, and Leo Style, you're just dead.
Yeah. Look how fast he killed that guy.
He really did. This Riki, the definition of a glass cannon, but it's a good one. And Roche still not up. 7 Saiyans. Meanwhile, Frank still trying to push button. And actually, Kataro's here. Did he get the leap attached? No, it was just short of Duster. He has to run away now. Sexy Fat. Blink is up. Hasn't used it now. It won't be because the Dark Pact. He'll jump away. It's going to be a slow chase down here from the center. Who does have a stun. You got an enemy. Still has that blink up. Hasn't used it quite yet. There's the blink, but Frank breaks his ankles. He's going to. I think he's going to get stunned. He is, and oh no. We talked about this is the highest net worth hero in the game, by the way.
Get the
Can he bash him? No.
The next hit was a bash. He hit a creep afterwards, and it bashed it.
Damn, that would have been gigantic. That would have been a free Roche. Instead, now Kataro, he's in there.
Don't think they can do it, though. Last time they tried, it was a disaster. They just freed it up for FURIA to swoop in.
So what do you do then if you're Thunder Predator? You're not out of this game, obviously. You're only 1K down, but it does feel like, how do you take team fights?
Team fights will get easier as the Slark gets bigger, I think. But this is like one of the biggest peaks for FURIA. They're level 20. The Death Prophet just got that 500 health talent.
Yum. Oh, I hear a lasso. Looks like it is going to be right outside of the Roche pit. They're going to find Duster still up, gets the Ice Path off, and they are blowing him up. Matthew goes down. Leo Stell double 4-staffed away, and he makes it. Ghost now chasing down Frank. They're going to be able to pick up MJZ. Duster Is he melting down to it? No, he'll survive as well with those tranquil boots, and into Roche they go. It seems to be, I don't want to say a free one, but it's looking to be Furia's.
I think Kataro maybe needs to try and take something from this. If he can pounce in, pop BKB.
Uh-oh. Roche still not alone enough. The silence will end before, and BKB popped by Frank. They want to go in, and I love it. He does leap in, but now he's out of the Roche pit, so no one can even tag him. They want to go for RDO, who's super
so
low. He gets the man top. He gets out. Oh my goodness. Now they go into the Roche pit. His BKB's wearing off. Will the ice path hit him? Can they get in time? Everyone just sitting in the Roche pit. Spam, please. Give me the Aegis, please. Who gets it? It will be RDO, and they get the Roche kill into the air. Murdoch, but it won't matter. MNZ goes down. They chase for Leo style. No 4-step, but he does have the Firefly. Makes it uphill. He survives, but a terrific fight for FURIA there. They get everything from that Roche. I believe. Did they get cheese?
Somebody got cheese and ate it.
Okay. That'll happen.
I didn't see who. Like, I was just clicking on Slark to see if he managed to grab the cheese, and he did not.
Okay.
So
that was funny. Like, everyone just stopped attacking each other because they're like, you know, everyone spam clicking that Roche right there.
And now Sexy Fat has found the kill on Frank. This time around, they should have enough bash from RDO.
The tree armor just keeping him alive, but yeah, they bring him down. Okay.
By the way, what I liked, what Thunder Predator did, which was kind of cute, is very often in some stalemates like this, where you have two different kinds of objectives. One team wants a team fight, the other one's split push. There's a pattern that develops. So we're going to watch a big kill here on the Bat Rider.
This time you're not flying away.
That pattern was established, right? Duster was always defending Frank's push at bottom lane. He just kept doing it over and over again. And so finally, they brought Slark to that fight to see if they can get a quick kill on him. But unfortunately, Duster has just built up enough items that he was able to defend himself.
Yeah, this Ghost Scepter and Force Staff, so good versus the Slark especially.
If they had killed him, though, it's actually pretty important that Duster stays alive, because he's what allows FURIA to stay grouped up as a 4-man. Because he alone, as a 5 position, can defend against Furion pushes, especially when you've got a repair kit on the side.
And we see this tower get shredded. Level 4 Liquid Fire and the Ghost. It's too much.
The tree protector is.
He's gone. Just like that. No more tree armor to defend. No more ult. He does have buyback. Yeah, you got to pop it here because you're losing another melee middle. Possibly that ranged. Are they going to take it before they leave? No. The tree armor will defend it. But you get the melee racks. You get the important racks. Double damage. Okay. This is when you have to do something. Kataro picks up the double damage, but there was a ward there spotting him out. He leaves forward. He does get a leash on Rubik, who 4-staffs out. Dodges. Doesn't even dodge the stun from Centaur. Doesn't pop it out. There's a lift, and they want to run away. Who will they find on the backside? Looks like Rubik's going down. Matthew wants to find Sexy Fat. Duster's like, yo, go on me, guys. No one's even aiming Duster right now except Frank. Is he going to make it out? No way. They have to lasso him because everyone left.
TP, pounce. He has pounce. Pounce right now. Oh, no.
He doesn't. Sexy Fat makes it out. So they do get 2 kills. It's both supports. But you kind of wanted more out of that one.
Yeah. If you could have gotten a core kill out of that, then you're able to approach the high ground with some confidence because there's no exorcism, right? So you can say, yeah, they might have Aegis, but we might still be able to, like, force a buyback or something.
Cap, I feel I've heard so many times Exorcism grants haste is too good to pass up, but in a game where you're just standing in one little blob, are the 8 ghosts actually better, do you think? Or not still?
I'm not sure if it's the same anymore. Because now you get 20 movement speed,
already.
Right? So it's like there's mitigating returns from this, right? There's less movement speed you're getting because ultimately there's still a cap.
Okay. So I like the 8 spirits here because they're just standing in a ball when they're taking Raxes. Like, you have to go into them.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I've seen any Death Prophets since the change reached level 25. Usually the game is over by then, but I think you might go the spirits now.
Dude, I would love to just see how many there are. That has to cover the screen.
Yeah, because again, it's like speed equals damage on Death Prophet. The closer you are to a target, it means that the spirit can reach that target faster and return back to you. That's how they do damage. They have to reach the target, then come back to you before they go out again. So if the distance is very long, the damage is going to be very slow. But if you can stay on top of somebody, that's why the haste was so good. right? Like the extra spirits damage doesn't mean a whole lot if they're kiting you around and the spirits have to go a really long route to be able to do damage. But now with the free 20% extra movement speed you get when you pop Exorcism, that innate buff that you have means that maybe the talent changes.
Okay. See, the Nature's Prop picks up that big boy item in the scythe. Who do you try to go on? He just pushes and then he TP's back? Is he looking for anyone in specific, or is he just looking for someone out of position? Well, someone is out of position. It's on the other side. It's going to be Leo Style. He gets brought down immediately on the backside. MNC gets bashed up before the Dark Peg. He gets his ulti off while BKB, the tree, holds everyone down, but they just want to run away. It looks like Frank already popped all his abilities except for that Black King bar. Will he use it to run away? Seems to want to. Matthew goes down, and FURIA is just chasing everyone down. Treant has a gem. No longer. RDO gets slowed, but you just lost your gem and a bunch of heroes. You're pushing for megas here, right?
Yeah, the Spirits as a
tier 1
position
bottom. Sorry,
is a problem when they start going past 20 minutes, because their impact, even if they do try and scale like this Ember Spirit is doing now with this physical damage build, it's not enough to make a difference. You don't really feel that impact in a team fight. It doesn't stop the Death Prophet from running at you. And as a result, like the Jakiro and Rubik, it feels like they have a lot bigger impact in these team fights.
Here, there's a tier 1 bottom, by the way. They are going to end the game with a tier 1 still standing, or they're at least going to try. The Ghost shredding all these buildings down. Sexy Fat as well. Feels good with that Retaliate plus Ghost. My goodness, they kill both tier 4s. There will be a pullback. It is on top of the Death Run. Doesn't make it quite into there, and he gets sheeped up, but forced by his own team. It was a good try, but now it looks possibly bad. Still has the Yules as well. Pops his BKB and is now just running away with all those Spirit Sides. Blink forward, MNZ, goodbye on that Slark. No buyback. This is looking to be FURIA's game. What a well-played and just patient game by FURIA, right? If you're in a pub game like that where there's just a Furion always pushing your bottom lane, there's always a tree top, you're going to over-rotate